whether you're tuning in now or after the live, please make sure to hit that like button and share this on social media. I'm having a heck of a time here on YouTube, as not only I've been shadow banned, but it keeps making me re-upload updates, which is hurting through the algorithm and hurting to get my content out. I started the live and it immediately canceled it. So again, it's going to be very difficult to get this live out. So if you could do me the favor of hitting that like button and sharing this on social media, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's been a little bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, trying to put the content out on YouTube the last like 2 weeks. Doing my best to do it, but it does get a little frustrating at times, especially after I went through the work to prepare this live and then it just shuts it off right away. So I'll see what I can do. But I appreciate everybody who does have the due diligence of trying to come back or trying to push the content or just even trying to pay attention, even though it's becoming more and more difficult to even reach an audience, because every time I try to go live, it literally shuts my live off right when I start. So it does make it rather frustrating, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, it's good now. It's good now. It's just everybody that was here won't be here. And now trying to push out a stream a second time through the algorithm when it says I'm on a stream already is going to be nearly impossible to have an active discussion here this afternoon. So I'm going to get through this in a timely fashion. Hopefully someone will watch this after it's released. I had the same problem with my update this morning. I had to update it 3 times, upload it 3 different times. And it finally worked the 3rd time. It kept not allowing it to go through for whatever reason. So it just makes it difficult to do the work, you know? So anyhow, XRP, as I said in the title, the RSI and the daily and the weekly does support a move up. It's just the short term, we still need to consolidate. We will still have our sideways consolidation. We'll have a little bit of our liquidity tugs. But as long as we continue to hold this bull flag formation, it looks like XRP is lagging behind a lot of the market, and it looks like it still hasn't made the majority of its move as of now. But still, the RSI in the immediate short term would suggest that it could still come down a little bit. Obviously, Bitcoin had a nice rally. It's going to have to correct a little bit. So we'll take a look here, go through this pretty quickly. And unfortunately, we won't have the majority of the audience that started. But hopefully some of you find your way back. And then the ones who do find their way in, we'll share this on social media. Like, we have 3 times less viewers than we had when my stream was just starting before. So hopefully some of them find their way in. So anyhow, Mo, welcome in. OSWJW, welcome in. Yes, welcome back indeed. It's just, you know, it becomes a never-ending battle sometimes. It's not the easiest to put content out in the way I do, but to have it, you know, work against you before it even gets out there is not exactly the best. But you know what? That was what it was in the docket. That's been on the, that's in the cards for me today, was to have a struggle. So we will push past. Mark, welcome in. So XRP right now is pushed outside of the short-term formation that started in December. We're trying to show support up here in the, not just the 4-hourly, but the daily time frame. We're trying to push up and get on top of the 20-day moving average at 62.20. Have not been able to do that as of, like, not yet. And in the 4-hourly, we're still trying to make the move and try to we're on top of it right now, but we're trying to try to retake this area at 62 cents. We're slightly below that right now, but that's what we're trying to work on. Now, if we look at the overall pattern formation, we'll get into this. That goes back to October of this year, after I do the intro. Good early afternoon, 12:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP is still well within this bull flag. If we look at it from a 4-hourly, it looks pretty good right now. We're still making our little trek up. If we look at the RSI in particular, we're still in an okay range. The daily time frame is where it leaves a lot. It shows a lot. We have a big move that could happen here. After this daily candle closes, it's going to move up a little bit. but we still have a lot of room to the top side. We're in a pretty neutral area right now. The weekly also is looking to get supported here in the weekly time frame, and that's bull flagging right now in the weekly RSI. So yes, I know it looked overtly bearish yesterday, and I even said everything looks bearish. It looks like it should come down. It feels like it should come down. The indicators are suggesting it should come down, but the pattern formation and the short-term bull flag that it even formed in the prior couple of daily candles, including yesterday into today and the day before, suggested today was going to be a move up. And that's what's happening right now. So even though some of the stuff was suggesting that it should come down, we had that immediate move up. Now, yeah, there's been a few of them that have been on fire. A few of them have been on fire. But yeah, it will come down. Yeah, the DXY is a good way to look at this. It filled out the technical target down to 101.69. Now, the problem is we are so oversold in a lot of, not just oversold, but we're in such a spot right now in the RSIs even, that we could potentially move up, but it still looks like we could have another leg down first. It's like, could we move up? We could, but it also suggests if we get rejected at the 20-day that this could come down quicker. We don't have a lot of support for the dollar right now. So the dollar is something we have to watch. It is on a bear flag right now, and if it gets rejected, we could find our way under that 1-to-1 pairing at 100 at 99.576. So that's what I'm looking at if we break down further. But we absolutely have to watch that. I agree. The Dow Jones is up 37.28 as we'll get through this midday market report as well at 37,596, up 38 points roughly. We've broken out of a broadening wedge with the Dow Jones. And now we've got two different targets or two different ways we can play this. We've got the first target, if we hold this 37,274, we would end up going to 39,816. That's the shorter move off this broken broadening wedge to the top side. Now, if we were to use the entire width, which I don't think we can necessarily, because we never came down and hit a third support that would, validate the entirety of that width of the broadening wedge. So I think a logical target would be 39,816. If we got over embellished, or we got over, overzealous here, 41,915 if you measure what could have been the entirety of the broadening wedge. So I put both of those targets up. It's just, I think the more logical one is just shy of 40,000. But look at that RSI in the daily. That is in the overbought range. So at some point, like I said yesterday, at some point, even the weekly is going to be up there by the end of the week. Everything's way up there. At some point, the Dow is going to have to come down out of la-la land. And it's going to have to retest somewhere. The only question is does it make a rally up to 39,800 and then dump down to like 37,200? We're in discovery right now. We've never been this high. The Dow Jones is at all-time highs. U.S. 10-year is down 3 basis points or 0.81% to 3.9%. It's trending in the exact way we've talked about. I mean, there's nothing more that it could have did besides what we predicted. It's filled it out. Honestly, for me, there's nothing more I'd want to see. Wow. XRP Rippers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. That is very generous of you this morning. I appreciate that. If you're watching, everybody, please make sure to hit that like button. It's a struggle on this live already with the fact I had to restart this stream twice and it cut out. But only 14 likes and 33 people watching. It is so important, especially on this live, to hit that like button so we can exceed the YouTube algorithm after restarting the stream. If you don't want to do it, you can always circumvent it by sending a YouTube super chat or joining Tom's Army. But please, that like button is so important you can't even understand it. But XRP Rippers, thank you so much. And yes, it was a fantastic birthday. My football team won the championship that I coached, so it was beautiful. We had a fantastic birthday party here because Julie's brother shares a birthday with me. He's just 4 years older. And then we had a fantastic live stream. It was a beautiful live stream. Boots McSpaz, thank you for the birthday wishes. No donation necessary. I appreciate the happy belated birthday wishes. Mr. Anthony Carter, hashtag Mother Second Joyce. I appreciate you with the due diligence at 3 a.m. at 3 a.m. Beautiful. And he hit the like button. Look at that. So this inverted head and shoulders is what it looks like. That's what I thought the best chance for the U.S. 10-year government bond was, to actually reverse back up. And we'll see if it does take that path. It's come exactly what we talked about. Now, if it breaks down lower, there is that lower target. If it continues breaking down and this inverted head and shoulders doesn't form, 2.98% or 2.96% would be the next move down. But we'll see exactly how it plays out. Either way, it's already come down a lot, and at some point, there's going to have to be inversion. Now make XRP go God candle in. Yes, Boots. Boots, we need that. We should be looking for that soon. Matt, welcome in. We should be looking for a nice spike up here sometime in the near future. We're hitting at a pump. And XRP is behind a lot of other cryptos, and its bull flag is well within. Quality channel love. Hey, I appreciate that. At least you appreciate it. Crude oil is up 0.61% or $74.58, up 46 cents. And that's priced in US dollar. We've formed this wedge. So now that we bounce off 69.90, as we've talked about, logical target would be, even if we're bearish, to reject that 79.72. We don't make the rules here. We just figure out the formations. It's just now the RSI is approaching that overbought territory, but daily's got a lot of room. We've got room. We've got room, in the 200-day runs around that area, so it seems to be adding up for a move there. But once you diagnose the pattern formation, you understand the logical movements, it's pretty easy to sniff out exactly where you're going to end up. What else do we have to talk about on this live? Gold down $5.42, but we thought yesterday we'd reverse down a little bit. We don't know how far, but we have discovered, within, that's the formation after we, put back down to a little bit more basic. So could it come back down to 1930? Well, it's suggesting it's not just a topic that should be ignored, just for the fact that we've had, and if we just stay within the structure, well, I would love to show you, but apparently it doesn't want me to use my brush, which is funny. All right, so basically resistance. If that's resistance, wouldn't it be logical to say support, maybe a support here, breakout, boom, if it's going to break out. So gold could come back down for some liquidity at 1930. That's what I'm seeing there. So pay attention. Pay attention to that. That's not just, hey, I'm just saying it to say it. Silver up 1.14%. And this is exactly why the gold-silver ratio is coming down. We talked about it's not necessarily that gold's going up or going down faster than silver. Or that gold's going down and silver's going down. It could be that gold's going down and silver's going the opposite way even. That's part of it. So we'll see if we're breaking out instead of breaking down back to the bottom of this formation. This would be a very quick end of that gold-silver ratio where it's at right now. We're attempting a breakout here with silver. And if we hold that $23.95, more likely $24, we should get a nice move up. So that could be what the gold-silver ratio is speaking to, down 1.43% or $1.24 to 83.587. And as we know yesterday, it was suggesting a pull down, which it's doing right now. It's not that it's not on a bull flag, it's just the technical target of the bear flag, and the 4-hourly suggests it could come down around that 82.5 level, 83, no, about 82. XRP on war for 62. I'm proud of the... Oh, I will look at that in just a sec. So, but there's plenty of room. Look at the gold-silver ratio. There's plenty of room for it to pop back up here as well. We're almost in the oversold in the 4-hourly. It's going to, after the next 4-hour candle, continue to move down. So, XRP on war for 62. I'm proud of the defense line. It's not an easy bet. No, it's not. I'm actually proud that it held that 597. Even though we had a quick dip in the daily, I'm glad that it held that structure because that held the bull flag from October. You know, that's where one can say that looking at a short term and not looking at the very immediate pattern and not looking at the longer one is what gets us in trouble. Just like here at B2 Gold. It's another one. And I think in time, this is going to break out massively. It's very hesitant. And like I said with gold, I knew it had a problem at 2130 because when the DXY was dumping, gold was not moving like it should have. So it was telling us we had some short buyers that were looking for the short price that wanted to come down. I think that's the same thing that's happening here, you know, with the mining stocks. But these are consolidating. And if this breaks down, there's no secret about it. $2.40 is the support. If this breaks up, we got a resistance up at $4. It's just right now we're twiddling on the downside of this. You don't want to stay on the downside of this formation like this too long. Sean, welcome in, my main man from Maine. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I really do. I hope everybody in here is doing well and having a blessed day so far. I got to get wrapping this up shortly because I got to take my son with Julie. We got to go to his physical therapy. I'm not done yet, but we're getting there. I'm just impressed we got back up to 45 people after having to redo the stream. So I really do appreciate everybody. If you're watching this, make sure to hit that like button, as it really does help push this content more than you ever know. Let's see. Yes, Kyle's in Cape Cod, not Florida, but Massachusetts, I believe. Is that right? Cape Cod. Wait a minute. Did I say that wrong again? No, I think I said it right this time. Wawa's in the United Kingdom. A lot of my audience comes from there. What a beautiful place. Never been there, but beautiful place with the audience. Fortuna Silver Mines. It's, again, that's another one that's teetering here as well. That's teetering here as well at 405. That's the very heavy resistance. Very, very heavy resistance. So I'm not sure that it's going to break this resistance just yet. I think where I targeted it at about, where I had that move up after a consolidation, I think that could possibly be what's going on. But hey, you never know. If silver rises out real quick, you never know. And back to XRP very quickly, because I got to get going here. But XRP, 61881, up 2.38%. We've got a few different levels we need to watch. 62 cents is one that we're going to want to hold so that we can start pushing out of the next level, the next tier. This is the shorter term chart. We can see we're trying to reverse here. We're trying to have a daily candle close, in my opinion, to try to stay over that. On this chart, it's only 61 cents, but that's not telling the story for me. Yes, we have an initial breakout from the chart in December, but we have to go back to the chart from October because that's the bull flag. And that's why that 597 hold here was very important. We had a wick below, but that 597 held strong. And now we're starting to push up very nicely. And if we do this as we should, we have to hold 62 cents in the short term, and then we can continue moving up. But like I said yesterday, actually about 621. But like I said yesterday, if we can hold this and move up and play off of this, 68.5 cents, even if we're bearish, would be your logical target. And that would be a run up here. Even from, we'll say it's at about 616. Even from now, that's still about an 11% move. So I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything on us, please make sure to hit that like. It's got the commitment with my son with his therapy because he broke his femur when he was doing over a year of physical therapy. It's gonna have to keep doing it for a long time. Hit that subscribe button if you're a fan. Share this on social media, and always hit that like button. If you're looking to trade XRP, just look in my video description or my portfolio or my the profile on YouTube, and you'll be able to find the ways that I trade. Other than that, I'll do a short at probably 2 o'clock around there. And then I'll see you guys tonight for the live. A lot of information to talk about. Central bank news out in other parts of the world. For XRP, it's been confirmed. So, very big news to talk about there. I just don't want to talk about it yet. Have a blessed afternoon.